What's going on with SMCI, the stock, and the company? We've talked about Dell, we've talked about Nvidia, Blackwell delays, yes or no. But then if you combine all of the things together, you see that Dell revenue came in a bit lower, guidance is a bit lower. If you look at SMCI and we believe those numbers that they gave us, preliminary numbers and guidance, we see that those things are also lower. If we go and read the transcript from the earnings calls, we see that both of these companies have seen some issues because of Blackwell, right? Shifting orders towards Blackwell, but then also waiting for Blackwell to be in production, ramping up, etc., etc. So what exactly is going on here? Let's discuss all of that and let's discuss specific things with regards to SMCI. Now, currently SMCI year to date is back in positive, up 23%. Why is that? Well, because we've seen basically doubling in the stock since the bottom back here November 14 when it went under $20. So for those of you that did buy and trade it, congratulations. I only caught 30% of that upside, which fine, it's a gamble that did pay off. I take what I can get. For those of you that think that I shorted this company because I covered it, and yes, I did provide more negative views because we compared it to what has happened back in 2018, I will just say that shorting is not something I do, is not something I ever did, and it doesn't make much sense to me anyways, because when you short, what's the upside? 100%, that's the maximum upside. If you go long a stock, the maximum upside is, well, the maximum upside. Whatever the company does, the stock will follow it. We can go up more than 100, more than 1,000, even more than 10,000%. So shorting to me just doesn't make much sense. Yes, when I cover SMCI, I will cover both sides, positive and negatives, and especially fraudulent stuff. So this is not FUD because you can research it yourself. And if you disagree, then try and make your point in the comment section below. So let's discuss all of it in this video. Like, subscribe to all of that. And thank you very much to everyone that did join the live stream that was almost 5 hours long yesterday for Thanksgiving. I appreciate all of you that have joined. We're going to do that maybe a bit more in the coming weeks, but not 5 hour long. Now, if you want to support me even further, do check out all the links down in the description and in the pinned comment, or you can go to fool.com/couchinvestor to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now. So let's dive a little bit deeper. I first want to start with a quick reminder from last quarter, well, the preliminary numbers for SMCI. So net sales, they expected to come in the range of $5.9 to $6 billion compared to the $6 to $7 billion that was previously mentioned. So a huge difference here. Then for the second quarter, they expect sales to come even lower, between $5.5 to $6.1 billion. And during the call, they did not provide annual guidance, even though the previous number that they gave us was $26 to $30 billion. So yeah, definitely something is going on here. Now you can say, okay, they're losing market share to Dell. But as we've seen with Dell, it's true that this quarter, that was a good quarter, all in all. But guidance at the midpoint for the overall revenue was down by about $1 billion. Now, okay, it's not all about the server business or the AI business. It's also the client solution one. But we did here also get some information with regards to Blackwell. They said, to be clear, as the order shift in Q3 shifted dramatically towards Blackwell, that product is in its ramp and production, and obviously our backlog reflects when we believe we're going to get the parts and be able to ship them. And we've translated that into our Q4 guidance. They say the same thing. Again, they mentioned Blackwell 10 times during the earnings call. And so that's why they're saying here with Dell, the backlog order for the quarter, without giving you a specific percentage, was a significant portion of the demand and is now a significant portion of the backlog. Of course, that backlog will eventually be recognized, but at the moment, no. At the moment, they're waiting, and well, you're going to see later in this video how that impacted the business. With SMCI, we've heard the same thing, right? Question about Blackwell revenue recognition. Here, Charles Liang said, we're asking NVIDIA every day, so I hope their production can go smooth and go for high volume very soon. So it does seem like all of them are waiting for Blackwell. So yeah, maybe there is a small Blackwell delay. Now with regards to SMCI specifically, I've seen people celebrate this because this happened. So SMCI prepaid in full and terminated its obligation under each the loan agreement by and among the company and Cathay Bank as amended or otherwise modified, and the loan and security agreement with Bank of America buying among the company, the lenders party there too, and Bank of America as administrative agent as amended or otherwise modified. A lot of people are saying, oh, you see, they're already prepaying their loans, it's all good, blah, blah, blah. But you always have to dig a little bit deeper. So, under its loan covenants with Cathay Bank, Supermicro was required to furnish its annual report for fiscal 2024 and the quarterly financial statements for the quarter that ended on the 30th of September, no later than the 31st of December. By prepaying these outstanding loans in full, SMCI has voided the deadline for furnishing its financial statements as laid down in its loans covenants, which means that the company probably is not comfortable with, well, waiting to see if or if not they will be able to file before the end of this year. So yeah, okay, they prepaid in full the loans, so that's fine. But the reason why they did it might not be fine. And no, this is not FUD, me being negative. This is basically facts, black on white. And by the way, for those of you that are interested, you can buy on Chinese websites such as this one right here, and also on Alibaba. You can go and shop for a Supermicro server H100 GPU NVLink. So if you're interested in that, they're available in China, even though they're not supposed to. And now let's talk about the problem here. So DC Chilling on X posted the following charts, which, I mean, these are the numbers that came out of their filings. He just put them together, so that's great. So this is Dell ISG revenue and growth. So previously we've seen some solid growth, but then since Q2, well, what have we seen with growth quarter over quarter? One, it fell down basically, and then, yeah, okay, it's coming back up a little bit. That's the expected growth for next quarter, but that's not the way we thought it would go, right? We thought we would see it go up and to the right for quite a long time because of all the demand for Hopper and for Blackwell. So yes, it does seem like, again, Blackwell is delayed, and it does seem like a lot of folks are just skipping Hopper to go straight to Blackwell. Now, if we look here at Dell AI orders, shipped AI, and the deficit, so basically shipped versus ordered, we can see that the deficit suddenly increased quite a lot. And then the creme de la creme here is NVIDIA's revenue growth compared to SMCI and Dell together. So like we've seen before, previously, no problem. We've seen some solid growth for Dell and SMCI. That's also why the stock did go up quite a lot. But then what has happened? NVIDIA continues to grow, but both of those companies, not really, right? So yeah, I guess the questions remain unanswered as of now. And we are definitely going to have to wait another 3 months or maybe even more to get more answers. Unless, of course, in January, they really ramp up production, they ship out as many Blackwells as they can, because remember, in NVIDIA's earnings call, they did say that they now expect more Blackwell than previously for the Q4 quarter. So yeah, I mean, it's not clear because lots of questions were asked during the earnings call, and we did never get a clear answer, which is a shame, but okay. But all in all, is SMCI losing share to Dell? Maybe a little bit, but as of now, it's not really reflected as, oh, SMCI is completely losing businesses, right? Because, I mean, Dell's guidance was not wow. SMCI's guidance was not wow either, but then again, the numbers there might not be real, might be real, we still don't know. These are preliminary numbers. It is lower than expected, but then again, Dell is also lower than expected. Yes, it's true that the backlog for Dell, we have a bit more visibility there. So maybe, yes, maybe Dell is taking a little bit of market share. But has this whole SMCI saga destroyed SMCI's business? I don't think so. And as I've said from the start, this is a different story. If this was a software company and not someone that, or not a company that was making hardware products, real physical products that actually exist, then the story would have been different, because SMCI does make products that solves problems, right? Liquid cooling is solving a very, very crucial issue here. So yeah, maybe they're losing a little bit of market share, but at the moment, it does not seem like they have lost that much compared to what was expected. Plus, I'll come back to the point, Blackwell, I think there are some issues there. A delay, not a big issue, because a delay means you're just going to be a quarter or two late, which means that eventually those companies will see growth reaccelerate. But yeah, it's going to take longer than expected. That's basically it. Now, currently, SMCI, if you look at the chart here, the graph, you can see a solid rebound right here when the stock was barely oversold on the weekly. Now we are under the 50-day moving average. We did go above it, but at the moment we're not staying above that. So let's see if it can stay maybe above the 20-day one, which means that we will close out the week above $30. So all in all, that's what I have to say. There are some questions with regards to Blackwell. I think Dell, the dip will be bought. I think Nvidia, the dip will eventually be bought as well. With SMCI, it's still risky because we still don't know anything, right? About the Nasdaq's decision, about SMCI's filing, the auditor, and all of that. I mean, yes, there is BDO, but we still don't have the 10K and the 10Q. So we have not really moved that much. And the payment of the loans, there is an obvious reason for that. So yeah, that's the update basically. I know some of you who might not like the, let's say, negative comments here, but that's just the reality. So as long as you make money, I don't really care. So just be careful with these scenarios here. Anyways, that's all I've got for you right now. Like, subscribe, all of that, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.